Okay, I don't have the original of what I'm duplicating because I sent it away for a swap. Um, so what we're making today is an altered paper clip, which will be snag proof and have a multi-directional. It'll be multi-directional. Let's see, where did the thing go that I just had? Oh, here it is. Okay, so what you're gonna need is you're gonna need two of Tim Holtz's tiny paper attachers, tiny attachers. So these little tiny things. And then whatever picture that you want to be multi-directional, that will spin on those tiny attachers. And then you will need at least two papers and maybe a third. That's right. Okay. Forgot about that. Hold on. Let's see. I'll just use this coffee dyed paper that I have here. I just need it to be long enough so that I have something to attach my pictures to. And they don't even have to go all the way down. If you, let's see, let me cut that off. I think I'll use the light side. Alright. So, you need a piece of paper. It can be any kind of paper. It could be coffee dyed paper, tea dyed paper. It could be a cardstock if you wanted it to be. It will be thicker when you do that though, because your middle pieces need to be a little bit heavy. Because if they're not, then you're going to have this happen. And you're going to see the paper clip coming through. That's why you need a little bit heavier paper when you do an altered paper clip. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, but yeah, you can see the lines right there. That's what happened when I tried to do one with just coffee dyed paper, of just an altered paper clip. So I have, this one's a little bit smaller. This one's going on the inside. And you won't see the inside, but so you can actually, whatever paper you have that's a little heavier that you really don't like, that'd be ideal for using on the inside. My paper is just hard to get at right now. And this one's for the outside. And then you want to take whatever you have. You could even use scissors if you don't have one of these. So try to eyeball your center. All right, I'm going to get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's the middle one right there. You just want to go halfway down with that. And this is just so that your paper clip won't stick out the top. So you do that on your inside one and your outside one. And then your paper clip will be flush at the top. You might not have to do it on the outside one, but I do it. I don't know why I do it. The inside one is the more important one. So now we take our glue. And I'm using art glitter glue. Just because it's nice and strong. And it's what I want to use. A lot of people use it. I think you do need to use something pretty strong on the altered paper clips. But what you could maybe do even is just use your glue stick and then do something a little bit stronger right on the edges and right where the paper clip itself goes. Now it doesn't matter what color paper clip you use, it's not going to show. Alright, and then you want to put a little bit more. This is going to be a pretty good size altered paper clip, I just realized. That's alright. Make it however size you want. Plus, the bigger it is, the better of a, it'll make a little bit better tuck spot. So the one I'm making, you'll be able to see from both sides. So you want to get that up in there nicely. Nice and as even as you can. And then get it all smushed in there. So see, our paper clip shows a little bit, but we're going to cover that up anyway. And I didn't get it on there perfectly straight. That's why my inside piece is a little bit smaller. So I can go ahead and, why is it so, oh, I forgot to cut it shorter. That's what happened. Also, one of my papers was not folded straight, I think. There. These have lines on them. Well, not lines, but you know, they have a place where it makes it easier for you to cut straighter. Or to notice if you didn't cut straight. Okay. I'm going to cut this side. I don't know what's wrong. Don't know why it's doing this to me. Alright. Alright. And you see, even with this little bit thicker paper, it's not super thick. You can see that, but it shouldn't show when we're done. So now we take this piece of paper, which is going to go on here. And I'm trying to think if I want to make, no, that'll be fine. And we're going to take our pictures, which you can do any shape. You can cut them however you want. I like circles sometimes. That's how I just did my first one. I did circles. Hold on. Gotta put my thing in my glue. Oh, okay. So then you take your little thing, and if you can get it in the middle, that's awesome. My last ones were not in the middle. I put them in the head of the butterfly that I had. If you can get it as close to the middle, but if you don't, that's okay. Like if I got it up here, it just means that when it turns, it's just going to be up a little higher when it turns that way. So it might be off the page a little bit. So I'm going to put my little tiny attacher in the middle. Just eyeball it. Poor Eeyore. Sorry, Eeyore. Sorry, Eeyore. Alright. And then you put it through these two pieces of paper. And then spread. And then you do it on the other side. With another one. I think that's why it worked nicely with the butterfly one that I did. Because I was able to hide this bit by making it part of the butterfly's head. Might see if I can paint these white to make it a big snowflake. Then through these two pieces of paper, open it up. Alright, now when you glue this one on, you just want to glue around the outside. Just make sure you don't get too close to the tiny attacher so that it will still spin. That's all. Then we get that on there. And then get it on there good. It's going to be a little lumpy. Not going to be super flat. I mean, you've got two tiny attachers and what I should have done is made sure the tiny attachers were going this way so that they wouldn't be quite as, because then they would go in the way because this would still spin. Well, this will still spin no matter, I guess, if you got glue in the tiny attachers. So now when you attach it to a page, one, your paper clip is covered, so you're not going to snag it on lace. So that's why it's called snag proof. And now if you want to put it on the top, you can just turn your pictures so they're that way. If you want it on the side, now you can turn your pictures. And then you can, or if you want it on the bottom, then you can just turn your pictures. So it makes it a multi-directional, or you want to put it on this side, turn your pictures. And it becomes a multi-directional altered paper clip just by using the little tiny fasteners. I hope that helped. Have a delightful day, everybody.